guys, I'm John Garage, and today I'm so excited to show you this new Swiss Army knife I picked up. I got it for $70, which is insane for a Swiss Army knife like this, but it's my birthday this June, so I figured, hey, why not splurge a little bit and get this thing, which is one of the newest offerings from good old Victorinox. It's the Victorinox Synergy Alox version. You might think, oh, that doesn't look like one of the Alox ones I've seen before, which have all the little grooves all over it. Well, it's almost like a half Alox because it just has some here. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a bit about it today and give you my first impressions on it, because I'm not going to be doing a full review yet because I want to keep this in my pocket for a while and really get a feel for it and see what I truly think about it, you know, before I actually dive in and be like, should you buy it or not? So kind of my first impressions, there's a few unique things about this. One, instead of having a can opener on it, it has this little box opening tool. So it's this like jagged, ridged, crazy little slicey type tool. So I'm assuming you can just take it and put it on boxes and, you know, cut away at them all day long. And I think that's a great invention for, you know, today's modern age where people are just getting boxes shipped to them constantly and always having to open them, and nobody wants to gunk up their knife on a bunch of tape or cardboard or anything like that. So I think that's a cool addition. Can openers nowadays, a lot of cans have the little pop open things, and I think just more people would get use out of that, but we'll see if it's actually that useful. Then of course we have the always reliable bottle opener. And this one, of course, doubles as a screwdriver tip, a really broad one, and then you can use this in conjunction with the knife to strip wires and such like that, which I've never had to do. I don't mess with no wires. They freak me out. Oh, I forgot to mention this has a small little flathead screwdriver here. And then on here we have another unique feature. It's a locking knife. And this ain't going nowheres. Nope. Because it has this crazy lock function, which we'll see how it goes, because it's really tough to push over, honestly. Kind of bends your fingernails out of whack and everything, but it just helps you rest assured that it's not going to come back and get you. And then last but not least, we have, well, not last, we'll get to that in a moment, we have a little file, which is cool. I feel like I don't see that on a ton of these Swiss Army knives where instead of having a file thing like this, it instead has a smaller blade, and like, which is cool and all because you can use one of the blades for, you know, to keep it extra sharp and not use it ever and just pull it out when you really need something sharp. But it's like, I'd rather have another tool than just a second blade because, you know, you kind of always got the blade with it. But the cool thing on this is that it has a little pocket clip. And, you know, I've whined and moaned before about, oh, I wish Swiss Army knives would have pocket clips and stuff like that, even going as far as to buy a little pocket clip that goes onto the corkscrew of a different Swiss Army knife, just so I could clip it to myself. But this one, you don't have to fiddle around with that because it just has one right there. But it doesn't come with like a little lanyard dangler thing or anything. So if you want to attach it to a dangler, that's too bad. I was kind of thinking here like, oh, how cool would it be with, because I'm carrying right now, because this doesn't have scissors. They have a version called the Synergy X, which does have scissors, but it's like, you know, I got a pair of scissors in my Swiss card, and I'm carrying around this little, it's like a Next Tool mini sailor thing right now that just has some scissors on it because I want to review that. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to get the one with the scissors, and because, you know, if you think I was crazy for spending $70 on this, well, the other one is like $100, and the only real difference is that it has a pair of scissors on it, which it's just kind of crazy. Again, this is my first impressions, but I would say, like, I mean, this thing for $70 is like, you can go out and get, this here is the Alox Cadet. It's only an 85 millimeter one. It's slightly shorter, whereas this is a 93 millimeter or something like that. But so just to go over, like, your standard Swiss Army knife is like 91. The bigger size Alox is 93, so it's just slightly longer. And then this one here is 85. I want to say. Please God, be right. But this basically has the same tool set as this, except it doesn't have like the brand new little box opener thing. So it has a can opener instead. It has a bottle opener. It has your knife, of course, and it has that same little file thing. So of course this thing is smaller and perhaps a little bit less robust than you would find with this new thing, because it's bigger and all that, but this thing's only like 30 bucks or something. So like, is this worth $40 more for having that newfangled box cutter and a pocket clip? And I haven't even gotten to the little speed holes or whatever these are. Is that worth that much? We'll see together. But as it is, like, I think it's quite cool. I got a blue color one. You can also get one that's silver or a red version, but I decided to try this dark navy blue, midnight periwinkle, whatever you want to call it. It's quite catching to the eye, I think. And you know, I've kind of been trying to go a little bit more like minimal with what I've been carrying, so it's opened up the world of like these Alox things, because you know, for a while I was feeling like, oh, I'm missing out on not having the corkscrew and the hook and all that stuff and the tweezers and toothpick and whatnot. But it's like, I have all that in my Swiss card except for a corkscrew, so it's like, I don't know, I can kind of, my options are open now, so I'm just trying different things. And so, you know, going with that new mindset, I talked about it a little bit in my last video, but going with that mindset, you know, I figured this is a great way to really dive into that fully, and with a pocket clip and everything, and it's just very cool. So, strangely, it has these little cutouts here, and I'm a little bit torn on it. I don't want to say it looks goofy, but it kind of does. I don't know if it's going to grow on me. I don't hate it, but I also feel like it just gives it this weird, like, I don't know. Like this, that's a pretty classic look, and I think it is cool that Victorinox is trying to change things up a little bit with the appearance of the scales and everything like that. You know, this is a classic look. It's just, that's a Swiss Army knife, but then this thing is just like its weird little edgy cousin or something like that shows up at Thanksgiving with, you know, eyeliner. So these little speed holes here, it might reduce the weight of the tool also, you know, if it's actually something functional. And what I've read online, people are like, that thing's just going to collect a bunch of lint. And that's another reason why I want to take some time to enjoy this thing before I come back and be like, oh yeah, it's so perfect, because maybe it does. Maybe it's just an absolute dust and grime and grease and lint magnet, which for bushcrafters though would be cool, because lint ignites really easily, and so they could just strike, you know, a match or whatever way they make fire nowadays, and voila, you know. So that would actually make this a great EDC item for people that don't have lighters. But yeah, it remains to be seen. I think the coolest thing about this though is that, I'm going to try and do it on camera for you though, but you can, I've always wondered, like, well, how do the back springs work and everything? So you can see here, there's where the back spring goes. Comes all the way around here. I hope this is picking up okay. But then as you open this, you can see how it interacts. You better focus, or I swear to God, you can't see it. That's why you have to go save up 70 bucks and get one of your own. God! Let's try something here. See that? That's the back spring. So then if you, oh John, please. I can't do it. If you go, you see it, how it bends up. It's gonna push it out of the way, and then there's this flat part on the inside of the file, and that's what locks it there. Oh, it's gonna go, it's gonna go. Come on, baby, yeah. Oh! And now, you see that little back spring is holding it in place, so it's not gonna bend back any further. But then when you start pushing it forward, pushes the back spring back out, and there's a lot of tension here, but then once it gets past that point of no return, it just easily goes out. I was fiddling around with this for minutes earlier, just in awe of how the inner mechanisms of these things work. And with this, you get a front row seat and can just look right at it. But it's that edgy cousin. I don't know. I really don't. It's something different, something new. We'll see. I wish the whole thing had the Alox on it. Like, I don't know if this has any impact. A lot of people say, like, oh, Aloxes are great because you get more grip on it, which is true. And some people even say, like, well, when your hands are wet, it's way better than these Celador scales and everything. I've never really used one, like, with my hands being wet or anything, but I wonder if this would impact that at all. Like, you know, you can still feel it on your fingers and stuff if that's how you're holding your knife, but, you know, if you're kind of gripping it like this, I could see fingers starting to slip up here and everything, especially with the little pocket clip here now, but I don't know. My first impressions are it feels really cool to have, but I don't know how cool it is to use it in practice, so we'll find out together. And again, we'll see if I end up despising these little cutout things, or if my heart grows 3 times bigger for them this summer. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll figure out how good this is together, and we're gonna have a great time diving into it in a future episode. But yeah, $70 though. Good Lord. Happy birthday to me. It also means I can't get myself a gift for the next couple years, but that's okay. It's my decade splurge, I suppose. All right, goodbye. I love you. I love you so much. Goodbye.